Recently, I contacted Fujifilm UK and told them I was thinking about switching over to their camera system and wondered if I could test out one of their cameras. And this is what they sent. Here it is. It's called the X-T2 and it's Fujifilm's answer to the mirrorless uprising. It boasts a machine gun-like 14 frames per second, 4K video downsized from a 6K resolution, dials here, there and everywhere for ultimate convenience. And all that squeezed into a weather-sealed body capable of resisting sub-zero temperatures. For me, the X-T2 had to do two things. Firstly, it had to deliver great video. I decided to shoot the same scene using my Sony and the X-T2, both in 24 frames per second, both in 1080p. And here's the results. And when we zoom in, the Fuji outperformed the Sony everywhere, but not in low light. The X-T2's limit for me was ISO 3200. Anything above that wasn't great in my opinion. The second key thing I look for in a camera is its tolerance to nature. I shoot in locations that really tend to challenge cameras. So I took the X-T2 with me on a trip to Snowdonia National Park. The land where God decided to create wind. And any other form of torture he could possibly think of. Which makes Snowdonia the perfect testing ground. I left the X-T2 for hours in the harsh rain and winds, and when I returned to it, it was absolutely fine. So I've been here for about 2 hours now, and the weather has been changing over and over. Right now it's trying to snow and hailstorm, and all this time the Fujifilm's just been out in the wild, while I've been sat down here in my little tent here to weather the storm. After 2 more hours, I decided to see if the camera could still deliver. And boy, did it deliver. This X-Trans sensor is by far the best sensor I've seen on any APS-C camera. One thing people refer to with Fujifilm cameras are their amazing color profiles, what they call their film simulations. So here they are. Firstly, Provia, Fuji's standard color simulation, producing a true lifelike image. Velvia, a truly vivid color simulation, great for saturated landscapes and the like. Astia, a somewhat softer color simulation, great for portraits. Classic Chrome, Fujifilm's social media poster boy, widely used for dramatic architecture and city lights. Pro Negative High. This simulation is less saturated with a strong focus on contrast. Pro Negative Standard is another simulation by Fuji mainly used to bring out great skin details in portraits. And finally, Acros, Fuji's black and white film simulation with strong details and ultimate sharpness. After having the Fuji for a few days, there were a few things that I noticed. Although the video footage on the Fuji straight out the box is far superior than its rivals, it does, however, have some flaws. Firstly, the camera doesn't record any log file internally. If you want to do that, you need to buy an external recorder. And sometimes the footage has some weird step-in light effect when you have the lens set to auto. Both of these are just small issues and they can probably be sorted out in firmware. For me, the camera has a lot more pros than it has cons. It has great autofocus, convenient, easy to access ergonomics, and the ability to customize everything. And I mean everything. From standard custom buttons to 3 sets of custom white balance for different scenarios, custom handling of highlights and shadows, color tone, saturation, personal menus, and even custom autofocus. And if that isn't enough, how about your very own editing program built into the camera? Yeah, it's got that too. Now you can take an image, adjust its highlights, shadows, film style, grain, save as a JPEG and send it straight to your phone, ready for Instagram. It seems like Fuji have took the idea of being unique and implanted it into the X-T2, which means, potentially, your X-T2 can be completely different to the guy stood next to you.